So next topic we'll see depends on method. Okay, how we can achieve dependency between the different test methods. Okay, so first we'll see what is the use of depends on method. Okay, so suppose in a class if we have multiple test cases, if we have multiple test cases or test method and it has some dependency. Okay, so how to achieve it? Okay, so simple example, if you'll see this test method, so I have three test method. Okay, open the browser, login and sign in, right? So if I'll run this, what will happen? So we'll see the output, then practically we'll understand what is the use of this. If practically we'll see what is happening, so log out first, then open browser, then sign in is working, right? But in real time, how it should be? It should be first open browser, then sign in, then log out, right? So this should be the correct sequence, or you can say that order of the execution. Okay, so now this ordering, how we can achieve? So two way we can achieve, right? Which we have already seen, that is what? Priority. So I can give priority 1, then priority 1 here, then priority 2 here, and so here I can give just priority is equal to priority is equal to 0, and same thing, what I can give priority is equal to 2 and priority is equal to 3. I can give priority is equal to 2 and priority is equal to 3. Perfect. So this we can achieve again, open the browser, then open the browser, then here I'll give 3, sorry, here I'll give 2. So I can achieve the same thing, open the browser first, then sign in, then log out. This is how it will work, right? Priority. But suppose if you have 100 test method, okay, in one class, then how you can achieve it? So for all 100 it is not possible to assign the priority, right? If you have less test cases, yes, of course you can prioritize, but if you have multiple test cases, n number of test method you have, you can't, it is not a good way to give priority, and because you will forget that number, okay, which one is first, then which one is last, right? So in this case we have something called depends on method. Okay, depends on method priority parameter. Okay, so that we'll see how we can do. Okay, so how this will work, so see, so now if as of now if I'll execute this, how it will execute without parameter, if I'm not passing any parameter, how it should execute is, so if I'll try to execute this, it will execute in alphabetical order, right? Like how we have seen. So what was the output? So I'll just show you once again, so that it will be very easy for us to understand. Depends on method. If you will see, so what, log out first, because alphabetical order it is taking, because by default priority will be what, 0 0 0, so it will take then alphabetical order. So what is the alphabetical order is log out, then open the browser, then sign in, right? But now I can't give priority because I have already explained, because it will be very lengthy if multiple n number of test methods are there. So now dependency is there only between these three test method, okay, no more. So what I should do so that I can achieve dependency between three test method, right? So now I want this three test, how it should execute, like first open the browser, then sign in, then log out, right? This how it should be in real time. So now if you'll see, if here if it is coming log out, so I should make such a way, in such a way this log out, so that if my test test case is coming, test NG is finding going to execute this log out, so it should tell, okay, it has some dependency, first go and sign in, then only you can log out, right? So it should come here again, once it will come to sign in, so it should have some parameter that it will check, okay, first you need to open the browser, then only you can sign in, right? So this we can achieve by using depends on method. Okay, so we'll see how it will be. Okay, so first will be what, open the browser only. Okay, once after opening the browser, sign in, right? So here sign in is depending upon which one, open browser, right? So sign in will be done only and only when browser will be open. So I can give sign in dependency of what, open browser. So we can give depends on method. So you'll see, so depends on group is there and depends on methods are there. Okay, methods is there, and both has having what it is return type. So a string array it will return, right? So basically we'll talk about depends on method, which will use frequently in our test class. So you can go through the depends on group as well, similar how we are doing for depends on method. That will be for method and that will applicable for groups. Okay, so as of now we'll see depends on method. So I'll just select depends on method, and what we have to pass is array of string. Okay, so now I'll pass this dependency open browser. Okay, so I'll just copy this and I'll pass here. Perfect. So now this sign in will depend explicitly I'm telling this test. Okay, this sign in depends on method which method? So open browser. So whenever it will come to execute this one, first it will tell, okay, go and execute first, open the browser. Okay, perfect. So now this logout depends upon which one? Sign in. So I can give like similar, similar dependency I can give here. So now this logout should, logout, this user should log out only in the case of once he have sign in, right? So I can give here parameter called sign in. So now I have given, parameter perfectly. Okay, so if now suppose I'm not giving anything, okay, or assume, alphabetical order, because priority will be same as of now. So once testng will start executing this test, so first alphabetical order it will come logout, right? But once, as soon as it will come to logout, so now it will see, it will find that, okay, something is there, okay, at test. So now parameter is there, what depends on method sign in. So now it will check, okay, I have to execute first sign in, then only I can execute logout, right? Then it will go to sign in. Once it will come to sign in, then again it has some dependency. So now it will check, okay, open browser. So now it will go to open browser. So now it will execute first what? Here no dependency, so it will execute first open browser, then it will come back, then it will execute this sign in, then only it will go and execute logout. So this is how dependency works in real time. So in the same way, if you find anywhere suppose sometimes you have to pass some data to some other test method, in the same way first execute those test method, you can make the dependency similar way, okay, like how I have done for this. So since my this test method has dependency of this test method, so I have made this dependency in my subsequent test method. Now if I'll execute, it will work perfectly. So we'll see. So I just executed, so I'll just see. So I'll put, so see, so test case, open the browser first, then sign in, then log out. So see, perfectly it worked, right? So now I'm not at all bothering about the order and priority, what priority I've given. So by default, this depends on method will take care of everything. So now just quickly let me summarize when we should use this depends on method. So sometime you have multiple tests written, okay, sometime one test output you might have to give to the second test method, right? So you can, before proceeding to this test method, you need some output from this test. So this test should execute first, right? So now dependency of this test method you can make here, so that if testng will try to execute this, so it will tell, okay, dependency is there, first go and execute this, get the data, then come and execute this test method. So in real time now you can, you can rethink about this all the scenario, and in real time you can implement in your test automation framework. Perfect. So these all things you should remember, and you should analyze, okay, where we should use these things. Wherever you have dependency, okay, or you have to take some data from another test method and pass to some other test method, it might be some API call or something, okay, so accordingly you can execute that, and you can get the test data or further data to give input to the next test method, right? So this is how it works. Okay, so that's all about depends on method. Okay, so now we'll see different another parameter, okay, in the next.